I'm not talking to you, B, because I think I know. I've lived it. I'm gonna tell you a story. I've told this story a few times. 6.5 years ago, we were living in a little townhouse. Okay. Our power had been cut off. So anybody here knows who lives in Canada, okay? When your power gets cut off, they leave you it was middle of winter. They have to leave you enough to be able to live and not die in your home. Okay? They have to leave you with a little power to keep your heat on and a little bit of electricity so you can live because it's against the law here to shut somebody's power off when it could possibly be minus 40 and you freeze to death. Okay? They're not allowed to do that here. So that's where we were living. That's where we were living. I literally couldn't vacuum my house. We didn't even really know. We didn't know it was cut off yet. My wife went to vacuum the house, and there's a little breaker outside that shuts it off. If you draw too much power, they shut it off. Okay, and then you have to call the Inmax people to come turn it back on. You have 24 hours to turn it back on. Okay, I know how to turn it back on because I'm a handy dude. Power went off, so I went outside, and as I'm like, there's a little plunger and a thing that you turn it back on. Plunge it, turn it back on. As that's happening, I'm literally welling up in tears in my eyes. My family's inside, and kids. My now wife, we were just dating at that time, and my two kids. We didn't have kids together yet, but my two kids from my previous relationship. So I'm all inside. The power's off because I had to pay child support, and I had to pay this, and I had to pay that, and I wasn't making enough of my job. Now, if that was the focus, if I continued to focus on just barely getting by, how I was going to buy groceries this week, how I was going to pay my bills. Do you think I would ever be in the position I am now? Now, I know how hard it is because I've experienced it, but you have to shift your mind from just getting through the day to just getting through the week for money to what you can have potentially.